I'm Blind Ryan, and I'm making a Rimworld tutorial video. Why? Because, well, both my friend Janine and my wife have Rimworld, and they don't know how to play, and I tried teaching Janine last night and failed utterly at it. So, as you can see, tons of mods. As soon as the fucker loads up. There it is. Tons of mods all over the place. A lot of mods. Yep, a lot of mods. But I'm only going to require 3 mods for this particular tutorial. These are the 3 mods that you absolutely need. You need Prepare Carefully, you need Research tab, and you need Allow Tool. So I'm going to link those in the description. Let's get started. Now, the caveat being, if you don't see what shows up on mine, disregard it. Don't worry about it. Like you'll see me put in a bathroom. You don't need to do that because you don't have that mod, so not a problem. I'm going to do Crash Landed, even though I'm not good at electricity. I'm going to do Cassandra, I'm going to do Medium, because that's what I do. I'm going to do Commitment Mode, because that's what I do. You feel free to do Peaceful. You know, gotta learn how to play somehow. So what you do, you randomize the world a few times for good luck, you just leave it normal. And we are looking for a year-round growing period, because we do not want winter yet. That is for people who know how to play, and that's not us right now. So, we'll wait for this to load, and I will take a drink of water. Now my overall plan is to show just enough to get you on your feet, so that you can kind of go your own way, because I don't want to tell you how to play the game, that's your job. So, we look for year-round growing period. Now you guys aren't going to have savannas, you're just going to have temperate grassland, or temperate forest, so I'm going to look for that. See if I can find that anywhere. Temperate forest, 30 out of 60, 30 out of 60. Can we get a year-round? 40 out of 60? Fuck, I don't think we can. Well, I may have to be satisfied with 50 out of 60. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna. But still, 50 out of 60 isn't too bad. 40 out of 60, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Yeah. Alright, well, you generally want something like small hills or large hills to make sure you have enough access to iron. So we're gonna do schist stone type, which you don't have to worry about. I always do always do smaller map types so that I'll get better load times. So now you've got an option. You can either randomize these people like you're supposed to, quote unquote, or you can go into Prepare Carefully and make them how you want to make them. So we're gonna randomize these guys a little bit, give them something fun to do. There's a shooter. Then we're gonna do this, and probably should have done that one. Okay, gonna find that, and that looks good. We need a medical. Yeah, well, you can do. Alright. That'll work. So then, well, we'll do this, and then we'll go into Prepare Carefully, and we'll just futz with this, get rid of all these, do the hair, make them younger. 35, and that's a very annoying thing. We'll give them, you know, good shooting skills, and futz with anything else we need to worry about. That's a thing. And then, you know, relationships, if anybody wants to fuck with that, you go with equipment and do anything that you want to fuck with that. And generally you'll want for equipment wood, steel, food, medicine, and silver, and weapons. So here we've got a bolt-action rifle, a revolver, and a plasteel knife. Do we have anybody with melee? No, we do not, but we're about to. There's that. There's that. There we go. And we get random pets. Yay, we get a dog. Goodie for us. So we'll start. Generally, you want to have a kind of even spread of things. You want to make sure that the traits don't conflict. Like, you don't have a misogynist with a bunch of fucking women, or you don't have a misandrist with a bunch of men. Pretty common sense stuff. We wait and wait and wait and wait and wait for the map to generate. Oh, new versions of stuff. So, shit, that was quick. So there we go. Everybody's here. This is how you'll start, just on a map. Now the first thing we want to do, and this is why I have you get Allow tool, is you go to Orders, you go to Unforbid Selection, because all this shit is forbidden. They will not touch it. Fuck that noise. You right-click, Unforbid all items. Boom. There you go. Done and done. I don't know why there's so many fucking items. So, now that we've got that, we need to equip our people. So you click on each person, you look at their shooting, usually you go to Bio. So that's the one with that can do the knife. So you give them the knife, you right-click, you click on Equip Plasteel Knife. So that means these two are the other shooters, Revolver, and... No, we want him to do the Revolver. And where are you? Where are you? Other gun, there you are. Bolt-action rifle, there you go. So then you unpause long enough to make sure everybody's got their stuff. So now that we've done that, we will want to designate 2 very important zones, and 1 not as important zone. We want a growing zone. We want it over rich soil. There's a mod to make it more visible, but you'd have to look for that. So we'll just do that. There you go. What do we want to grow on this? We want to grow rice. Why do we want to grow rice? Because it grows fast, and we need fast crops. Now, after you've harvested a rice harvest or 2, if you want to switch to something like corn that takes a shitload of time but gives you an ungodly amount of corn, go for it. So we've got a crop. The next important thing we need is a stockpile zone. This is a place where we put all of our shit. So let's do... There you go, 12 by 28. So there we got that. Now, eventually you'll want to delve into this and decide, like, you know, I want this place for... I want to make this small stockpile zone for weapons, and this one for armor, and this one for this, and this one for that. Doesn't matter right now, because we're just doing a basic one. So now what we do is we go to structure. We need walls. That's what we need. Why are embrasures here? Huh, must have just added that. So then what we do is, now I can do click and drag, but you guys can't. So, unless you get a mod. So what you do is you go all the way down. There's that, and then you go down like this, and then you go down like that. Then you go up like that. There you go, 4 walls. Give it a door. And you've got a storage room. Now, I'm going to be a bit cheeky. Usually it's not a good idea to build everything in one room, but it is possible, and it is viable for a little bit until you get something better going on. So what we're going to do is, we're going to go furniture, we're going to go bed, we'll go, oh wait, these people actually have things. So they like end tables. Don't ask me why. It makes no sense. So there you go, end table. And then you want a dresser, because for some reason that's also important. Alright, make sure that's facing them. There we go. There's the bedroom. Do we want anything else? Oh yeah, they like eating at a dining table. That's another thing they like doing, the weird fuckers. So we'll put a dining table right here. We'll go dining room chairs. We'll go do. Use Q and E to rotate, like it says right there, or you can use the mouse apparently. We'll give them torchlight for light, and then we'll go production. This shit's important. What the fuck? Okay. So the most important things you want for production is you want a butchery and you want a fueled stove. You need to cut the meat, you need to cook the meat. So all the rest of this shit not important. We'll wanna definitely put a research bench or 2 here. We'll just do 1 for now. Alright, so you got research, you got cooking, you've got sleeping, you've got eating for some fucking reason. And they also like having recreation. Gotta have a recreation, otherwise they'll shit nickels. Can't have that. So we'll put it right there, just for the hell of it. And then we'll go... Oh shit, we have access to coolers. I can teach y'all how to build a fridge. So here's what we want to do. We'll block off this area. This will be our fridge area. So, you go to zone, you go to this, stockpile zone 2, storage, clear all, and then you click on food, get rid of rotten, we don't need that shit. and then you go priority critical. That means you can click on this, and you don't have to fuck around with all this crap. You just add whatever's critical. And then if there's overflow, it just goes in there. Alright. So for right now, we're going to stick with that as a base. After we get all of this built, we'll go, you know, I'll actually teach you how to make this into a refrigerator. But what I need to do, for the sake of these poor bastards, holy crap, for the sake of these poor bastards is, we'll just, this has nothing to do with your guys' game. This is all me. So give them a well, give them a latrine, give them a burn pile so they can get rid of that, and give them a water tub. So, alright, there's that. Alright, now the most important thing. This is the most important aspect of the game. Your work tab. Now there are two different approaches to this. Some people like to not have people have works that they're not good at. I'm less critical of that. So generally what I will do is I will tell everybody to do everything except for what they can't do. Now I have a mod that lets them do that anyway. But where's the other one? Oh. Huh. Alright, so we get rid of that. To tell everybody to do a certain thing, you just shift-click on each individual thing. I think that works without mods. And then if you want to do the numbers, that's another bullshit thing that you can do. It'll ask for priority, so they will always go firefighting first, they'll always go patient, then doctor, except for these guys because they suck at it. And then bed rest, and then hauling, except for that because he doesn't want to, then basic, then finish. Oh wait, no, I went backwards. Or I went too far. Whoops. Okay. Generally, you always want to have cleaning and hauling on 1, 2. The rest of this stuff can be done whenever. So, like, if somebody's better at it, you want them to do it first. So you do this, you do this, do this, since that's the best you're going to get. These guys are all shitty at construction. You want growing, you want that. The research should always be the last thing you do, because unless you're trying to beeline towards a certain research. So that's pretty much that all set up. Medical tab, you won't have to worry about that, but you can tell your people to self-bandage. Restrict is for scheduling. You can do it one of two ways. You can either just tell them to do whatever, whenever, or you can fine-tune their schedule. Since this is, you know, since this is kind of a half-assed tutorial attempt, I'm just going to let them do whatever. It doesn't really hurt anything. Going to assign and telling them to attack when they're attacked is very, very important. Wait, who? Well, that's how I ended up dying on my first game. I didn't know how to get them to attack the people. What don't they want to do? Hated work type, violent. Oops.
Apparently Sid here really likes me.
Okay.
He sent me a letter, inviting me to become a thing.
Nice. So, another thing on the Assign tab is you can edit your upload. You will definitely want to disable tainted apparel because they get a massive mood buff from wearing dead people's clothing. And then, this is optional, but you can also tell them to only wear clothes that are 50% or more maintained, because they don't like wearing grubby clothes. Food restrictions, you can mess with that if you want to. I figure if you're desperate, you're desperate. Drug policies, you will not have this many drugs. I generally tell people to just do whatever, except for the really hard drugs, which are your ambrosias, your yayos, your wake-ups, your go juices, your flakes. Psych IT tends to be pretty okay, but eh. And then all this is shit added by mods, not important. But just in case we get drop pods or something. So we got that. You go to your animal tab, you want to make sure your animals are getting trained. At least if you've got anybody that can train them. Wildlife is for if you want to hunt things. That we can worry about after we built our little kitchen area there. And then we go research. This is another important thing about why I said to get the research tab mod, because without it, oh god, it looks like shit. It is so hard to deal with. And I have a lot of new text, so it takes a long time to load. Sorry about that. Damn. This is actually going a lot smoother than I thought it would. Come on, come on. Generally with the work tab, you don't want to have anything over 1 unless it's like a really important thing. Like your, like if you need to grow a crop immediately. So we want pemmican. Pemmican's really important. No, wait, no we don't, because we can refrigerate. So let's, fuck it, let's go for soil reclamation. You don't have to worry about that. So, that looks good, that looks good. We go to work. Since none of them can construct, all of them will construct. Wait. Maybe I can see something else. Ah, they all suck at it and they're all bad at it. Fuck. Well, let's have them just all do construction. They'll learn it eventually. So, in theory, we should be good to go. So we press 4 to have them go. Also, this button is very important down here, this little hammer. Toggle automatic rebuild of destroyed structures. Fires suck. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, so now they should start hauling stuff. Yep, look at them go. Starting to haul stuff, starting to move stuff. Oh shit. Ship chunks. You always want to deconstruct ship chunks. Those are important. And then say you run out of wood. What do you do when you run out of wood? Well, doesn't that suck? Well, you go to orders, you go to chop trees, and you just click and drag. And then if you want to harvest, you can just click and drag over that too. Give you a little extra food. And then as for mining, another reason why I told you to get the allow tool is if you look around, all the crap that you can actually mine, all the special little things are like really bright, and that's by mod. Your steel will not be orange. And I don't think there is any steel here, is there? Did I actually get a map where there's... No, wait. No, did I get a map where there's no steel? Oh my god, could that have actually happened? It's certainly looking like it. How the hell? I've never gotten a map without steel before. Shit. Well, anyway, when you want to mine steel and you find it on your map with the allow tool, you click it, and then you right-click on mine, and you go mine connected ores. So, maybe that's why there's so fucking much dropping. But anyway, let's keep going, see if we can get this moving. So what they'll do is, because we have hauling on 1, they'll start hauling and cleaning the areas first, except for that guy. And then they'll start doing other stuff, so... It is a bit of a slow start. Not much can be done about that. Alright. What in the god? So we want them to build very specific things. Okay, so let's do that. You're right here. You build this, so you click on them and then right-click. And then you build this, click right-click. You build this, click right-click. Oh, wait. We're out of wood. Well, anyway. It's kind of important that they have somewhere to go pee. Assuming they're capable of it. There we go. Alright, burn pile's not as important. Don't worry about that. Not important. So what else do we need? We need beds. That's what we need. There's a bed. And there's a bed. And there's a bed. Where are you guys? What are you guys doing? Work on beds. Now I have it to where they'll automatically rebuild a bed until it, or they'll rebuild things until they're good. Any fucking time now, God. There, you do that, build other bed. Get your ass moving. So you poor bastards have somewhere to fucking sleep. There we go. It's kind of a shit show at the very beginning. So generally speaking, you don't actually need a big-ass crop zone for the, like that for 3 people. So what you want to do is you go to shrink it. Okay, so let's shrink it down to that. That's more manageable. Now wait, what about crops? Crops are very important. Yes, they sure are. So we want this guy who's really good at crops to do those first. And then we'll, you know, do other things as time goes on. But you generally want to have somebody on crops almost at all times because, well, crops are kind of important. I can't believe I don't have any fucking... I can't believe I don't have any steel. That hasn't happened before. Another fun thing of the allow tool, if you want them to immediately haul all of the whatever, be it wood or steel or what have you, you just click on... You click on one of them, you click on select all, and you right click, and it goes select similar things on this map, and then you go haul urgently, which I'm not going to do right now because it'll take them forever. What?
How do you get rid of duplicate people?
I don't know, I've never had a duplicate people.
Well, there's Alvor the Confidant, there's Alvor the Rival, there's Alvor the Acquaintance, Alvor the Ally, Alvor my Friend.
I don't know, that's fucking weird.
There's like 9 of them.
That's just bizarre.
It is.
What mod is causing that?
I don't know.
Then I guess you'd better Google it, hadn't you?
Because that's the only person that's been replicated. There's no one else in the game that's
pretty goddamn funny, to tell you the
really
truth.
Is. I'm honestly thinking of just leaving it.
Hello, Alvors.
Pretty much.
So as you can see there,
regular Alvor.
as you can see, he's doing his thing. So eat.
I'm gonna.
And that's a message.
I took your peach out of the bag, honey.
Okay.
It's gonna get too ripe too quick if you leave it in there.
Alright. Messages have been sent, so let's see how everybody's doing. Oh, right, I had them build the fucking... They're building a table. Generally, it's easier to build a horseshoe pit, and in fact, I think that's what we'll do. Since they've shown they're not even capable of building a chessboard. Tisk. So we go to that, and... Oh, it doesn't actually remove that. Oh, fuck it. I'll put it right here. Alright, so we want somebody to do that immediately so they can have something fun to do. There we go, done and done. Now, generally with these big places... Oh, cool, they built that. Generally with these bigger rooms, they won't automatically roof it for some reason. The limit is 12 inside tiles. From top to bottom or from left to right, 12. Because each square can go 6 out. So, yeah. So you go to zone, you go to roof area. Now if you want to make sure that your planting area doesn't get roofed, like say you build a wall around it, you go to remove roof area and you go like this. That way, you never have to worry about that.
No roofing!
Hun, do you want to write to Janine what we want? Because she just said she'll pick them up.
Okay.
But she's asking for specific names and stuff, and I tried giving her the specific name, but I don't think I did it right or something. Oh, great. Fucking Discord's being a pill. What?
Yeah, it's not working on mine either.
It's never done this on the PC version. Because look, it usually always does this shit where it grays out. Oh, fuck. Retry. Ah! Fuck Discord. The only downside is generally when you tell them to build a roof, they'll build it immediately. Non-violent person is given a weapon. Oh. That explains a lot, actually. So to drop a weapon, we go to gear. We go to bolt action on rifle and we click drop. Who's the other one that can shoot?
So was she getting you a big and some littles? Or
Yeah. I'm thinking 3 or 4 little to 1 big. I'm really hungry. It's not as bad as it was yesterday, thank God. Oh look, our rice plants are getting done. Excellent. Yeah, a lot of skill in a thing makes them move fucking fast on it. So, if you ever want to look at their moods, you can go there and you go needs. What do they want? Well, ugly environment, can't do anything about that. Greedy for impressive bedroom, unsightly environment, transhumanist frustrated. Transhumanist frustrated? I know how to fix that! If you ever get a transhumanist that's pissed off, you go, health, you go to operation, you go to install dentures. Give them dentures. There are no medical beds available. There you go. Uh-oh, failed. Do it again. Oh, shit. Who's our medic? Here, medic. Prioritize. Oh. Oh, I know what happened. Whenever it fails, it doesn't automatically do it again. There we go. Here, you. Prioritize operating. Give him his fucking dentures. God damn it. Stop failing at things. This is something I didn't expect. And not important. There, are you now? Are you now happy about having dentures? I'm probably unhappy about having a shattered nose. Whoops daisy. Well, Mr. Transhumanist. Wait. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I gave it to the wrong person. Oh, son of a bitch. You're awake enough. There, you're awake enough. Go. Jesus Christ. There, dentures, done. Transhumanist pleased. This artificial part is cool. I want more. Lovely. I can't believe I gave the wrong person fucking dentures. You should be able to collect the teeth and sell them on the open market. Like some weird tooth fairy racket. So that kind of knocked us on our ass a little. But we'll be okay. I hope. Actually, in order to better show what I'm trying to do without getting my ass kicked immediately, I'm going to put it on easy. Because otherwise that won't work very well. They give you a full set of flak? Who's the one with the fucking knife? Denture Boy's the one with the knife. They'll tell you to name it whatever. Oh, that's pretty simple. Just right-click. Oh yeah, to get him to queue things, you shift-click. So like, if I wanted to get him to do this, or like if I want to get him to haul this, you go click there, and then you go click there, but you hold shift with the other two. Wait. Oh, hates hauling.
I like that.
What?
You know Bruno in Fall Creek, the elven priest?
Yeah.
My Eyes of Beauty mod basically gave him the 2 white blind eyes. It looks really good on him.
I wonder what we should do for power. Now, this is way beyond what I know anything about, so I may be wildly wrong about this. So, let's see. Wind turbine. Wind turbines are cool. Where do we want to put our wind turbine? Well, let's put it right here.
Right next to your house?
Sure, why not?
Weirdo.
Now, one thing I do remember about wind turbines is you need to make sure the entire area is clear. So how do we do that? Well, we do this. We go floor, we go concrete, and then we go woof. There, that covers both of them. That should give them something fun to do. Oh, I feel so stupid fucking shattering that other bastard's teeth. Whoopsie daisy. How are we doing on food? 29 food? That's not too bad. Is anybody working with the dog at all?
Yeah.
Okay, now that our crops are planted. What the fuck? Oh, information, don't care. Alright. Looks like they're hauling all this stuff back about fucking time. Hey, cargo pods! We like those! Click, jump to location. What do we get? Wart. Lovely. And a bunch of wood. That's much more lovely. Where are we? We're down here. Oh, this is gonna take a minute. Oh, this is gonna take a long fucking time. Fucking bauxite. Why is it spread to hither, thither, and yon? Why the fuck? You know what? Screw it. No, we need construction more than we need almost anything else. So there, we're gonna go 1. Fuck the hauling. Just start making shit. Start building shit up. There, we want extra berries too, so we double-click on all those, we go to harvest, they'll harvest what they can, and then since we want them to move fastly, we go plant cut 1. Except that doesn't work because we also did a bunch of tree stuff. So how do we fix that? Well, we go to orders, we go to chop, we right-click, cancel all designations. Then all we have are the berry stuff to get. There is no spoon. There is, however, a shotgun. Looks like Discord fixed itself.
I have a spoon right here. I'm using it to eat.
Yep. Okay, so now we've got our...
Bend it into a pretzel.
Now we've got our butchery up. We go to bills. Get rid of that. We go to add bill. We go to butcher creature. We go to forever. Now, they won't cut up human bodies because they don't like cutting up human bodies. If you ever have, like, a cannibal planet or whatever, which I like doing sometimes, you can change that, but it's not necessary. Alright. So now we've got our cookery, which uses wood. Then we go to Bill. We want them to cook simple meals. Actually, no, we want them to cook fine meals. Well, wait, we can't have them do fine meals because they don't know how. So I'll have them cook simple meals. We'll have them do until they have 10. 10's a good number for simple meals. What's going to be interesting is when they start making those. So we've got our rice. We've got our house. Hi, human analogs. Yes, exactly. So we want them to do all this. I'm trying to make a tutorial video for the kids. And by kids, I mean wife and friend. And I will reiterate, like I said, if it doesn't exist, don't worry about it. You guys don't have to worry about bathrooms. I do. I'm the weird one. I know. I just wish I knew why everything isn't stacked. It's just so goofy. Oh well, whatever. Heat wave, of course. How do we deal with a heat wave? Well, let's find out, shall we? Hey, we do have a passive cooler. Cool, we just build it. And since we're indoors, we should be okay. There we go. Hopefully we won't roast. I can't believe there's no fucking steel on this entire map. That is aggravating.
Sorry.
Let's find these other fuckers. There's one, there's two, where's three? Three's gotta be around here somewhere. There's three. So we want them to deconstruct those. We go right click 1, right click 2. Don't give a shit out you guys are trying to sleep. You do what I tell you. Right click. I know. I'm just an asshole. Right click 3. There we go. And if you notice, they're starting to get good at construction. At least one of them is. Yay! More construction. There, you're here. How to make cyber re in 5 minutes. Yep, that sounds about right. Dude, I'm horrible at these. I have no idea what I'm doing in terms of teaching. Oh, what an absolute shit show this is. Dude, I'm not really trying. I'm trying to do the bare minimum to show how to actually play this game. I have no idea if it's gonna work. I just don't know. There, you should be... There we go. Skill too low? Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't know that. There's a skill limit for building a wind turbine, and honestly I can't even blame them because there really should be. So no wind turbines for us. Well, fuck it, I'll leave them there anyway. So now how do we set up a defensive position? Let's set up a defensive position real quick. So you got two different types. You've got your set it and forget it, which I like to do, and then you've got your more active defenses. So we'll go to security. And you can put, you know, spike traps wherever, but what we'll do is we'll do a sandbag thing. So we'll do this. Alright. There we go. There. So then we want to roof over it because that'll help keep us safe. And then just for the sheer shit of it, we'll put some flooring so that we don't have to worry about like trees growing up and stuff. And then eventually you can build turrets and shit, but I've never gotten that far. Honestly, I haven't gotten very far in this game. I know just enough to not die immediately. But like sometimes a raid will happen or... So generally another thing I do is, well, since our construction is pretty well done, I generally always have at least one person doing grow at number 1, and at least one person doing cook at number 1. And one person doing hunt at number 1 too, just in case. because that ensures that we will have crops, meat, and food. Speaking of food, yoink. This is not a very fast-moving game. Who is our gardener? There's the gardener. I need you to garden these. So like I said, right-click and click, and then you hold shift to tell him to do a bunch of stuff. And then most of the time, he'll do that. So now that we've got some food and we're doing okay on that regard, we can switch this over to potatoes. Because they're halfway between rice and corn in terms of output and all that crap. You get a medium amount of stuff out, it takes a medium amount of time to grow, etc., etc. You do everything wrong in this game. The only thing you do right is have fun. I can't tell if you're making fun of me or if that's just an accurate summation of how you play the game. Because it could honestly be both. Because it really is just about having fun. But the very basic of the game is make sure you have food, make sure you have defenses, make sure you have a roof over your head. Everything else is just kind of supplemental to that. Maybe I should have him research pemmican, just so they'll have something to make. See, and there they go, making food. Psychic drones suck. You can right-click to dismiss those. And Christ, eventually you'll see so many of them. So anyway, I figure that is a more or less accurate summation. Very much more or less accurate summation of how to play Rimworld. You've got your crops, you've got your defense, you've got your roof over your head, you've got your cooking, you've got your research, you've got your refrigerator eventually. I don't know how to do those. I generally just leave the food in with everything else and just try like hell to, I don't know. And that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions or comments about how much I suck at doing this and how much you could do it better, or even if you just want to tell me thank you for trying to demystify the absolute nightmare that is this game, please let me know. I have been Blind Ryan. I hope you enjoyed this. And one last thing I will teach is how to hunt. If you want to hunt on your own, or if you want to hunt independently of the hunt command, what you would do is you'd select the person who's got the best shooting skill. Unfortunately, I tagged the wrong person. So, you press R to draft them. Now you can tell them to go wherever you want. So let's say we want to kill... There, let's kill that alpaca. So we right-click. Now let's put him behind a tree. So go right here behind this tree. Alright. So then you got that. There's the alpaca that we want to kill. So what you would do is you would press B or click on that thing. And... oh no, it got out of our line of sight. So what do we do? With that person selected, we'll go up here, behind the mountain. There we go. Now we press B again. There we go. Damn it, still too far, or not really hitting anything. So we'll move him up here, press B again. This is what happens when you don't have a good shooter. There we go. Now notice the X, click on that, press F to unforbid, and there you go. And if you want, you can click on, and if you want, you press R to get out of that. So you right click and you go haul to wherever. You can't do that because there's no place to store it. Generally, they'll drag it. So who's our cook? Let's find our cook real quick. Our cook is that one. So now what do? We go like this. We right click on this, we go butcher, and we'll go right down there and grab it. See? And now we have meat as well as other stuff. Statement of fact and approval, yep. So as you can see, there you go. Easy peasy until it kills you. Generally, always a good idea to start off on easier difficulties so that you can kind of get the rhythm. That's always the big problem with these games, is getting the rhythm of the game. Once you get the rhythm, you can change it to however you want. You can turn it into a jazzy number. You can turn it into a salsa number. Whatever you want to do. Anyway, I hope I've given you all the information you need. And again, if you have any questions, be sure to ask. I have been Blind Ryan, and Brad has also been here. So thank you for that. And I will see you all next time.